Welcome to the ProTips video series designed to arm biology learners with background knowledge needed to succeed in upcoming lessons. Students are encouraged to watch these tutorials before attending lecture on a related topic and rewatch them while studying. I'm Professor Workman, and today's ProTips introduce energy. Consider these truths. There are different types of energy, or you could say that energy exists in various forms like heat, light, calories in your food. Our sun emits radiant energy, which plants capture and convert into sugar stored in fruits. Then, if you eat the fruit, your body performs chemical reactions to convert that sugar into new molecules needed for growth and to maintain a healthy body temperature. Temperature describes thermal energy or heat. But some of the chemical energy in your food is burned when you move your body or send a soccer ball flying through the air. Energy in motion is called kinetic energy. More speed means more kinetic energy. Of note, in this example, energy wasn't created from scratch by the grapevine or the footballer. Instead, it was transformed from one type of energy into another. This is even true within the sun. Physicists convincingly argue that the total amount of energy in the universe is constant, and living creatures have figured out ways to capture it and transform it to suit our needs. Here's another truth. Atoms and molecules vibrate with energy. They are constantly in motion. And the more heat you apply to them, the more violently they shiver. This is a way to describe thermal energy. The faster the molecules are vibrating within a given amount of space, the higher the temperature of the system. When you boil water, you add so much thermal energy that the water molecules are moving very fast. When they bounce into each other at such speeds, some molecules ricochet off into the air as steam. This steam demonstrates how energy, and the molecules that contain that energy, spread out over time. Unless you seal the pot like with a pressure cooker, all of the water molecules, originally in the pot, will spread throughout your house as the pot boils dry. Plus, they carry their thermal energy from your stove into the air, potentially making your kitchen very warm. Another truth about energy is that cells need it to perform work. Cells use energy during chemical reactions that build new molecules like collagen in your skin or fat in your adipose cells. Some cells also use energy to produce movement, like cells that can swim or those that have contractile capabilities like muscles. Cells, therefore, need a steady supply of incoming energy. Some cells are solar powered, fueling their work with energy captured directly from sunlight. These are cells found in producers like plants, but other organisms like humans can only get energy from consuming food. We are therefore called consumers. Cells are the smallest unit of life and are therefore the smallest biological systems. But a whole body is another example of a biological system. And if we zoom out even further, we could consider energy input at the ecosystem level, which is a biological system including all living things in an area. And the largest known biological system is our biosphere. This is the name biologists use to describe the entire Earth. If you were a climate scientist, for example, you would be interested in measuring energy flows within the whole biosphere. Let's review these energy truths. Remember, there are different types of energy. Some examples are heat, called thermal energy, light, a type of radiant energy, chemical energy stored in food, and kinetic energy, which is the energy of motion. Also remember that energy is never created from scratch. It's just captured and transformed from one form to another. Remember that atoms and molecules vibrate with energy, and this is another way to describe thermal energy. Also remember that energy spreads out over time. So if there's boiling water in the pot and that steam is released, the temperature between the steam and ambient air in your kitchen tends to equalize over time. Also remember that cells use energy to perform work like biosynthesis, which is building new molecules, and producing movement. Also remember that biological systems need a steady supply of energy to fuel all of this cellular work. In addition to the truths about energy, you also learned that producers are organisms that can capture energy directly from sunlight, while consumers, like humans, get all of our energy from food. Importantly, food contains energy because it was stored there by a producer, like when the grapevine put sugar into its fruit. You also learned that biological systems can be studied on different levels of organization, from the cell, which is the smallest biological system, all the way up to the biosphere, which encompasses the entire Earth. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, you might consider watching other videos in the series. Here's my contact information, and I always welcome any feedback. mworkman@pima.edu. Good luck in your biology journey.